Sharon Eckmeyer, the Program Manager for Policy and Strategic Initiatives with the Children's Services Division at the Regional Municipality of Durham. I'm also the co-chair of Durham's Best Start Network Research and Knowledge Mobilization Subcommittee.
I'm Nicole Doyle. I'm a professor in the School of Justice and Emergency Services at Durham College. I'm also currently co-chair of the Best Start Network's Research and Knowledge Mobilization Subcommittee.
I'm Anne Lesage, and I'm an associate professor in the Faculty of Education at OntarioTech University in Oshawa, Ontario. I am a member of the Best Start Network, and I act as a university representative and a researcher.
I'm Corrine McCormick-Brighton. I'm a professor in the Early Childhood Education program at Durham College. As a member of the BSN RKM subcommittee, I am the ECE faculty representative, a researcher, and an active learner.
The Research and Knowledge Mobilization Subcommittee began back in 2014 when a group of our Best Start Network members started to chat about the importance of creating ways that our early learning community could become aware of research that was emerging from academic institutions. At the Region, our Innovation and Research Unit was working very closely with academic partners on many different projects. And so the manager saw an opportunity. There was a way that we could connect the scientific evidence to daily practice through collaboration, co-production, and partnership. So we sent out a call to the broader membership and invited representatives from licensed childcare, special needs resourcing, the education system, and nonprofit agencies, as well as our local academic institutions, to form a committee. And so our subcommittee members come from a variety of backgrounds, and that means that we have experts with valued experience to share and opinions to give. And because we have a respected and valued membership, we have achieved many amazing and great things in 6 short years.
The goal of the subcommittee is to build capacity for research and knowledge exchange in post-secondary institutions and agencies serving children, youth, and families in Durham Region. One of the ways we do this is by building capacity for knowledge mobilization. We have network meetings, which happen 3 or 4 times a year, where we bring in academic faculty and researchers, and they share their work and their research findings. We've talked about ways that partners can work with our academic institutions and opportunities for experiential learning. Participation in the network also informs curriculum for early childhood education faculty.
Develop and implement a knowledge mobilization network. We developed resources to help educators support the development of social competence and self-regulation skills in young children. We were then awarded a grant to evaluate the impact of these resources and the process by which they were developed. We have learned so much about the value of integrated knowledge translation and starting at the grassroots to co-produce resources rather than from a top-down research to paper approach. The grant awarded was the IIF, the Innovative Initiatives Fund, and the purpose was to foster collaboration between Durham College, OntarioTech University, and community partners such as the Region of Durham and early childhood centers in Durham. A few of our objectives were to critically evaluate the effectiveness of a knowledge dissemination resource intended to inform early learning practitioners about the findings of the early development instrument, as well as the creation process to ascertain best practice recommendations for developing similar resources, to engage early childhood education faculty and students and ECE community professionals in the research process, expanding collaborations with community partners in research and the student learning experience. The IIF is meant for collaboration, and as a collective team, we undertook this research project to evaluate the knowledge mobilization resources and the process used to create them. The project provided valuable feedback to the future activities of the subcommittee and achieved the goal of developing collaborative working relationships between our post-secondary institutions and the community.
The third goal of the subcommittee is to facilitate community-driven research. We've been doing this since our inception in 2014 in both small and more elaborate ways. Most recently, we received a Tri-Council grant allowing us to engage in a community participatory action research project, which we are very excited about. We will be working with community partners to co-create resources for educators and for parents to support preschool children's social competence development. The focus on social competence was driven by our community need as it emerged from our regional EDI data as an area of vulnerability. However, like many others in our situation, we had to reimagine our initial project in light of COVID-19 restrictions. The restrictions didn't allow us to meet face-to-face with our community partners as childcare centers were no longer an option. Consequently, we are working towards a new goal to co-produce resources with and for educators and parents to help cope with the potential impacts of COVID-19 on children's social competence. We will be working virtually with educators, parents, and practitioners. What are some of the challenges we face? Well, time. Well, actually, lack thereof time. Time is always a challenge when you're working on any research project, but it's exacerbated when you're working with multiple partners from different organizations, each with competing workload commitments. Nonetheless, we always manage to find the time to work together as we see value in the projects and in the partnership. We also have different perspectives and some divergent agendas, but again, we can always compromise and find significant points of convergence to focus our time and our efforts. What are the benefits and strengths of this community partnership? Well, there's many of them, but one is just being allowed to work with multiple community partners allows us to share our collective knowledge and our collective perspectives. We each have the strength and a subject matter expertise that we bring to the table, so each member of the team has something unique to offer, but it allows us all to grow in new and exciting ways.
I've experienced many benefits of this partnership, such as continuous learning, as we collaborate applying theory to practice and uncovering some mentorship opportunities, challenging individual ways of thinking and doing from a siloed approach to sharing and experiencing multiple perspectives, resources, and ideas.
Well, the way I see it, solving complex problems is like doing a puzzle, and no one person has all the pieces. So with this collaboration, we are actually bringing the pieces together and truly harnessing regional knowledge and expertise to come up with innovative solutions to problems.
We share in the success. As good partners do, we appreciate each other, and no single agency takes responsibility for the hard work and owns that reward. Our successes are truly shared among the community.
My learning and key takeaways are establishing a connection to the broader early learning and childcare community, having a better understanding of current frontline educator experiences, as well as administrative perspectives, in addition to research expertise, all which add various lenses to the larger picture.
As a researcher and an educator, I value continuous learning, and this partnership has allowed me to explore new areas of research and establish new networks of colleagues and collaborators. The partnership has also reinforced for me the value of grassroots, community-based research, and it helps me stay grounded in applied research.
From this subcommittee, I really have come to appreciate the process of community collaboration and inquiry. It's a lot of asking questions and learning together and supporting each other through those messy parts. That's the key characteristic of this partnership, is that everyone is reliable.
Working with so many different people with diverse backgrounds, diverse working styles, and so much expertise is very rewarding, and it's also a lot of fun.
We would like to extend our thanks to all of our subcommittee members, the early learning community in Durham Region, Early On Child and Family Centers, the Region Municipality of Durham, Durham College, and OntarioTech University.
For more information about the Best Start Network, visit durham.ca/beststartnetwork.